Okay, this is a general oracle card reading for the Sagittarius for the month of November. And I'm sorry I've been calling these things tarot cards. I thought that all the cards were called tarot cards, but like they just had different names for different decks. I come to find out recently from a cousin of mine who has been studying this a lot longer than me. She informed me that they were not all tarot cards, that tarot card was actually a separate deck of its own, and that what I had was oracle cards. So, just correcting myself and apologizing for that, as I wasn't lying, but I was mistaken. Apparently I'm using oracle cards. Okay. And also keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's like one size fits most, but it does not fit all. Also keep in mind that in every sign there is positive and negative people, and then people that I think in general most of the population are in between. Like you have some people who are really nasty, you got some people that are just saintly, and you just wonder how the hell they exist. Like, what hole from heaven did you fall from? Seriously, because there's no way you belong here. And then there's the most of the population. You know, people that are generally, they're good, but occasionally do something nasty or not nice, or a little white lie here and there. And that's how I look at the most of the population. So, keep that in mind. Also, yeah, so I guess let's get on to your reading. God, Goddess, angels, please guide the Sagittarius to whatever message you would like them to receive for the month of November 2018. Amen. Whoa. These cards are really sliding easy again. They must really want to give a message this time. Again. Wow. Sometimes they just start slipping really easy, like they're about to jump out of my hands. Okay, Sagittarius, November 2018. Sagittarius, November 2018. Sagittarius, November 2018. Damn, they were really sliding out. Wow, okay. That was really just fluidly easy. Okay, and I'm going to separate the cards from the ones that flipped from the ones that didn't. Okay. There. Okay. Oops. Oh, there's a 3 card there. My bad. Okay, a lot of cards came up, and I only have 32 minutes left to record, so I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. I'm sorry if my breathing sounds weird. It is cold outside, so yeah. It makes my mouth and my throat feel really dry, so it might make my breathing sound a little weird. Don't know if the mic on my phone picks that up, though. Okay, the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. That just means you're the map maker of your own destiny. Of your own purpose. You know, maybe you feel your purpose is in writing. Maybe you feel your purpose is in singing. Maybe you feel your purpose is in being a janitor. I don't know. Like, whatever it is that you feel your purpose is in, you know, that makes you feel fulfilled, that makes you feel happy. This card's just saying, go for it. You know, you are the map maker of this destiny. You are the map maker of your purpose. You have the free will to go do so. Nobody else can do it for you. Only you can do it. And sorry if that sounds rude, but you know, some people, they're just waiting for that miracle to happen, and or that miracle person to show up in your life and just make it happen for you. And the card's saying, you're that person. You're the miracle person. You know, you just got to go out and make that opportunity. You got to make these advancements. Make it happen yourself. And it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It can be hard work, but if you really want this, keep working at it. You know, you're the map maker of your purpose and your destiny. You're the one that gets to choose who you're going to be and what you're going to do. The diamond dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. That just means something will be materializing in your life, whether it be something materializing emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or even a physical manifestation. You know, like, maybe you'll have some spiritual growth. Maybe you'll have some maturing to do. Maybe you'll gain some knowledge or grasp something mentally before that you didn't before. Or maybe something's going to physically manifest in your life. And, it could be um, money. It could be a new home. It could be a new couch. I don't know. Just something that could be manifesting. The Desert Prince, survival, false promises. I'm sorry, but yeah, this card does mean that someone has lied to you and you are surviving the false promises. And if you're the liar, it would just mean that you are surviving your own false promises. Because let's be honest here. You know when you lie, sometimes it loses you good people. You have regrets, you have hurt. And maybe you don't know how to stop lying. It's not that you don't have the courage to stop, it's just you don't know how. Maybe you learned from your family. Maybe you learned by behavior because you didn't have boundaries or discipline. Maybe you had disciplinary growing up, and lying was the one way you learned how to get out of being disciplined. It can be different things, as to why you lie. Which my suggestion is, yes, go seek help. It doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means that you need help channeling this emotion and learning new tools to handle this. And that is why I suggest seeking help. A lot of people don't understand that when you go to seek help, they're not going to just pump you full of pills all the time. They're going to help you channel your emotions and how to better handle them, how to better express them, and how to have tools to work in life. That is what, seeking help from a professional like a psychologist or a counselor, what they will do for you. Yes, and I study a little psychology, so know that when you go in there, they're not like immediately trying to diagnose you. But yes, they are from the beginning that you are in there for at least, I would say, maybe a couple to a few weeks. They are trying to read you and figure out what's going on here emotionally and how can, help you channel this. So they're not immediately trying to diagnose you, but they are trying to figure out, what emotions are you feeling and how can you better channel them, and how can you better express them and have tools. So they're not immediately going to think you're crazy or anything like that. The majority of people just need help with guidance, to be honest, in my opinion. Okay, so, if you are the one that's been lied to, you might be surviving the false promises, surviving the false hope, maybe something you had hope in or you believed in or wanted to come true and it didn't happen. So you're just surviving that right now. You're feeling the pain, you're feeling the hurt, you're feeling the, oh damn, I wish it had been real kind of emotion. And if you're the liar, you also are, going through pain and surviving because, maybe you lost something that meant a lot to you. Maybe you lost a big part of yourself at that moment. Maybe you never thought you would lie and you did lie, and now you're kind of surviving that. And I would think likely you've learned your lesson then if you've never lied before and lied once. In general, most people learn their lesson after that. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but, just, allow yourself to feel that emotion. It's okay to go through those stages of hurting and regretting. It's part of the learning and growing. The Dragon's Jewel, inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. That just means that there could be something with a little inner turmoil going on. Like when you have something to choose or pick, you don't know what to choose or pick or who to choose or pick. And then sometimes something just happened in your life that causes you a little emotional turmoil. Sometimes it's nothing to choose. There is nothing you can choose. It's just something that happened that hurts. And sometimes it's conflict between the head and the heart. Your head is thinking all logical and your heart wants to fill everything. And this is not what the cards are saying, but it is my personal opinion. When it comes to situations like that where the heart and the head are just arguing and debating on what you should do, what action you should take, my highest suggestion is always listen to your head. Because I know you want to fill with your heart, but your head is there to help protect your heart. Because your heart kind of just wants to give to everybody to the point you end up getting hurt a lot. But your head wants to pay attention to the logic to not allow those people to hurt your heart again. but allow you to let people in your life that are going to be equally giving and caring and loving with your heart, you know? So you might be having some inward turmoil. Ah, cool. This is a good one. I like this one. Gaia's Garden. Fusion, abundance, reaping what you sow. That just means you will be getting in your blessings. Maybe you've been sowing into something. Maybe you've been working hard or working hard on this goal or a journey of achievement or something. But you'll finally be getting in the blessings. You'll finally be reaping in what you've been sowing into. The Dream Walker, dreams the collective good, illusions. That just means daydream, you know, sort of believe in something, have faith in something, have hope, believe in it, daydream, create that energy to manifest it to where you start walking in it. And if there's anything physically you can do to manifest this, I would definitely highly suggest you do that, because if you can, things are not going to always come to you by daydreaming all the time, and you got to put a physical effort into it. And if there is nothing you can physically do at all, and I mean at all, then just keep daydreaming, keep believing and having hope, keep praying, whatever it is that you do, and trust in that, have faith in that. Get that energy around you to manifest it. You know, to that, so that dream will become reality to where you can start walking in it. But like I said again, if it's something you can physically do, like if you want to be an author, you got to start writing. That's something physically you can do. If you want to start being a jogger, well, you're going to have to go outside and start walking and slowly progressing your body into jogging. You know, that's something you can physically do. But like, if you want a lot of money, sometimes that's only so much you can do, because you can't like literally demand $1 million to just, you know, but you could imagine it. You can try to manifest it, and, you know, do what physical work you can do to try to manifest it. But you get what I'm saying. There's just some things you can't force to happen, and you literally just have to keep praying on it, or believing in it, having faith in it, daydream about it. And there's some things you can put a little effort into it while you're daydreaming, while you're believing and praying and having faith. You know, so do keep that in mind. If you can work for it, do so, but keep believing and dreaming. And if you can't physically do so, just keep believing and dreaming and praying it, manifest it with your energy. The Hawk Prince, spirit communication, paying attention. That just means spirit will be communicating with you, so pay attention. You know, whether it's a gut feeling you're into it, and maybe it's signs. Maybe you're not going to get a gut feeling. Maybe you're not somebody who's really good with your intuition. But pay attention to the signs then, you know. Like for me, I will pick up every penny I find, because, you know, see a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck. And if you ever saw the movie Grease, then you know what I'm talking about. Yes. So I pick up pennies. You know, I've read that coins are sometimes signs from your loved ones and signs from family members, that they're just thinking of you or they're there. So I always pick up pennies and dimes and quarters and nickels. It don't matter what it is. I will pick it up. You know, and feathers. They say feathers are signs from your angels. Yeah. Give me a second. I pick up every feather I find. And I have had to start putting them in a jar or something just to keep them from being scattered everywhere. And this is not even all of them. I have found lots and lots of feathers. So maybe spirit is communicating to you, maybe through dreams, maybe through gut feeling, maybe through coins, maybe through feathers, you know. Just take those signs then, and that reassurance that they're guiding you in the right direction, and to listen to your gut, listen to what you feel they are telling you. And sometimes it can be also a spirit communication from another person, and it doesn't mean they're gonna know they're spiritually connected to you or talking to you. You know, it could just be a slight telepathy, you know, and to listen to that telepathy is a part of guiding you as well. Like, what steps you should take, you know, because if you're that close with that person or that in love with that person that telepathy has been triggered, then you might want to pay attention to the signs, you know, whether you should advance with this person or maybe you should hold back or you should give up on them or, you know, because sometimes that can be a good time to know that too, or maybe it's spirit communication to help you know this person needs a friend or they need a hug, you know, and sometimes that's what the communication is for then. And it's not that they deliberately send it out telepathically, it's just that you've become attuned to them. Or spirit has allowed you to become attuned to them so that you know, hey, go give that person a hug, because that's part of how spirit is letting you know this person needs a friend right now, you know? So go over there and give them a hug. Try to be a friend. Try to be a little nicer than maybe what you usually are. So that's what that card can mean. Okay, the altar priestess, preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. That just means to hold yourself sacred. And I kind of feel like the card's saying that you need to hold in other sacredness as well. You know, like I said, that, you know, there's some people under the... There can be positive and negative people under each sign of the zodiac. Like, there's some of you out there, I'm kind of feeling like you need to start holding yourself sacred, you know, like a ritual. You need to hold yourself sacred. And some of you need to hold sacred space for others. It doesn't mean to stop holding yourself sacred either. But I kind of feel like this equal portion, like you need to hold yourself sacred as well as others. Like there's just this big sacredness. Like you need to honor your sacred space, but you need to honor others' sacred space too. You know, treat them with dignity and respect, as if they were created by the divine, you know, God and Goddess, because they are, as well are you, you know, so we honor that creation, if that makes sense. You know, and maybe some of you do honor that creation already, but you need to honor yourself as well. So, you know, do remember that. And maybe some of you, I'm kind of picking up if you don't honor others being a part of the creation. I'm kind of picking up on the feeling like you don't do that for yourself either. You know, so learn to hold that sacred space within yourself and others. Like there's this, you need to learn both. The Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. That just means there's going to be a shift, there's going to be change. There's something that's going to surprise and shock you. And that could be, you know, an emotional manifestation, a mental manifestation, spiritual, physical. But I'm picking up more on something inside yourself. Like maybe you find strength or wisdom or courage inside yourself you didn't know you have. So I'm kind of getting the feeling more like this is an inward, you know, shock. An inward, like, oh my God, I didn't know this about myself, or I didn't see this coming, or I didn't see myself learning this about myself, or that I could do this, you know? So, but you know, it can also be physical. You might all be Sagittarius, but you are still all individuals. You could all be having a different shock, a different, like, shift going on, but I'm picking up on more like maybe the majority of you, this is going to be an inward surprise, inward shift, inward shock. Okay, so if you like the reading, great, but if you don't, I do believe everyone's got their own intuition, so I'll flash the cards and let you use your own intuition of what you think this means to you. Because I know a lot of psychics will tell you they're 100% accurate, and we do know that they're bullshitting themselves or they're bullshitting you. You know, like, let's be honest, they're either scammers or they're just egotistical and they can't admit when they get something wrong. I probably should hold that one up a little longer. Kind of moved that one quick, didn't I? Yeah, so I'm not one that claims to be 100% accurate. I will tell you I'm damn good at what I do, though, but I will not tell you I'm 100% accurate, as no human being is 100% accurate in their knowledge or their knowing. You know, and it's the same with psychics. We are not 100% either. We may be damn good at what we do, but we're not 100% accurate. And I think the best psychics you can ever find are the ones that are not egotistical and do not pretend to be 100% accurate, because they will be willing to rechannel and redirect that energy to try to give you a better reading. While those that are scamming usually get pissed off because if you tell them they're inaccurate, all of a sudden their fear pops in and they're like, oh shit, they're gonna know I'm a fake. And then they get aggressive verbally. And then there's others that are just bullshitting themselves. They genuinely believe that they are 100% accurate. And when you tell them they get something wrong, oh, does it piss them off? I mean, it's their ego. No egotistical, narcissistic person likes to be told that they're wrong about anything. You know, even narcissistic psychics. So they're going to get pissed off, you know? But if you can find a psychic that is willing to redirect that energy, you've got yourself a good psychic. They can handle being told they're wrong. Also, another way to know that you have a good psychic is when they do not make it seem like it is a dire need that you need them. Because you don't need us. We're helpful to have, but you don't need us. I notice a lot of psychics will be like, you need to hear my reading now. Pay for it so you can hear it. And to me, that just screams scam and abuse of one's ability if they actually are a genuine psychic. I would never do that to anybody. I personally, when I give personal readings, if there's something dire to one's well-being, I will tell them. You know, I will not charge them for that. If they don't have the money, I may not be able to give them the rest of the reading, mostly because I am one of those doormat people and I really need to learn to stick to my guns. But as for when it comes to someone's well-being, they do not have to pay for that. I will tell them. And this has happened before. And I did tell them I would not ever hold that information back. I'm like, that's just abuse. To me, that's just being abusive with one's ability at that moment and holding hostage information that someone needs to know. To me, that's just ridiculous. So, yeah, to me, if you ever want to find a good psychic, there's a good ways to find out. Can they handle being told they're wrong? And are they going to tell you that you don't need them? If they can do both those things, you probably got a good psychic and you got to keep her. But yeah. So, Sagittarius, you have a good morning, a good afternoon, or good evening whenever you're watching this. Goodbye now. You have a good one.